about connecting division to repeated subtraction. So we've been practicing multiplication as it relates to repeated addition. And now we're going to be talking about division and how we can show a division problem by using subtraction and repeated subtraction, which means just subtracting the same number over and over again. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the solve and share. I'm going to read it out loud, and I encourage you to read it with me. It says, Lee made 12 tacos. He wants to give some of his friends 2 tacos each. If Lee does not get any of the tacos, how many of his friends will get tacos? Solve this problem any way you choose. So let's go back into the problem, because remember, we don't just read word problems once, we read them multiple times. First, we read it just to kind of get ourselves familiar. Then we go ahead back in and underline our important details. So I'm going to take my red marker and go through and pick out the important details in this problem. The first thing that's very important to me is that we have a person named Lee that is making 12 tacos, right? Pretend this is you. Put yourself in the problem. So if this is me, I'm saying Mrs. Rossi or I made 12 tacos, okay? And I want to give some of these tacos away, right? I want to actually give all of these tacos away. I want to give them to my friends. It says he wants to give some of his friends 2 tacos each. This word each is very important. We have talked about the word each before as well. It says if Lee does not get any of the tacos, how many of his friends will get tacos? So we know that he made a total of 12 tacos. That's very important. So we have a real big taco here, but I'm actually going to draw out these 12 tacos for us. So over here on the left-hand side, I'm just going to draw what maybe kind of sort of would look like the outside of a taco. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So these are my 12 tacos that I made. Now, saying we're going to give them to friends, right? And each friend is going to get 2 tacos. I'm not keeping any for myself, because remember, I know that the problem's talking about some person named Lee, but sometimes it really helps me when I put myself into the problem. Then I'm able to solve it a little bit easier. So if I don't want to keep any of the tacos, I want to give them all away, I need to figure out how many friends I'll be able to give these tacos to. Okay, so let's just go ahead and think about this. If I want to give 2 tacos to each friend, let's make groups of 2. So I'm going to circle my groups of 2. I'm actually going to pause, and I want you to pause this video for a second, and I want you to make sure that you have this drawn out somewhere, whether it's on a whiteboard or on your piece of paper that's in front of you. So if you don't have a piece of paper, go ahead and pause this video, go grab one, draw your 12 tacos, and then hit resume, and we will put them into equal groups. All right, so now that we have our tacos drawn, we're going to be putting them into groups of 2, because it says he wants to give 2 tacos to each friend. So if I take 2, that would be given to friend number 1. Let's do 2 more. That would be given to another friend, friend number 2. 2 more. That would be given to my third friend, friend number 3. Group number 4, given to my 4th friend. Next 2 tacos are going to go to another friend. And then finally, my last 2 tacos will go to my last friend, right? Now, we were able to separate all of our tacos into groups. Imagine this is you in your kitchen. You have 12 tacos in front of you, and you are putting them into little baggies to give to your friends, okay? So if this were me, maybe I would give the first set of tacos to Miss Burak. I would give the second set of tacos to Miss Thrower. I would give the third set of tacos to Miss Connolly, the 4th set of tacos to Miss Hanner, the 5th set of tacos to Miss Sellers, and maybe Miss Drakeford's going to get some tacos, so I'll give my last and final bag to Miss Drakeford. Okay? I want you to put yourself in this position as if you're giving them to your friends. Now, The question is how many friends are going to get tacos. So we know how many groups we have, and that is going to tell us how many friends we're going to be able to give our tacos to. So I started with 12 tacos. Then I said, okay, I'm going to give 2 to my first friend, Miss Burak. So I'm going to take away 2. Take away those 2, deliver them to Miss Burak. How many would I be left with then? 12 minus 2 is 10. I could also count the tacos that I have left, right? All right, now my second batch is going to go to Miss Thrower. So I have to take away another 2 tacos or subtract another 2 tacos. 10 minus 2, how many do I have left? I have 8 left. All right, my next group of tacos, those are going to go to Miss Connolly. Check. And let's take away 2 from our total now. I have 8 minus 2. 8 minus 2 is, tell me, show me with your fingers. 6. Great job. Okay, now that I have 6 tacos left, I still have more tacos, which means I still have to give more away. So let's give away the next 2 tacos. We'll give these to Miss Hanner. 6 minus 2 more. 6 minus 2. Let's take a look at how many tacos we have. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 minus 2 is 4. Great job. All right, I still have tacos. I'm not done yet. So let's take 2 more away. We'll give these to Miss Sellers. All right, 4 minus 2. That would give me 2 tacos left. Okay, and last but not least, Miss Drakeford's going to get some tacos, so we'll give her the last 2 set of tacos that we have. So that would be 2 minus 2. And 2 minus 2 is, show me with your fingers, show me with your fists, I should see a 0. So I'm all done. I'm all out of tacos. I've given all of my tacos to all of my friends. Now, the question is, how many friends did we give them away to? What you see that I just did on the left with the drawing and what I just did on the right with repeated subtraction is that I made groups of 2 and I took away 2 from my total. So I started with 12, I subtracted 2. I had 10. I subtracted 2 more. I had 8. I subtracted 2 more. I had 6. And I kept subtracting 2 tacos until I did not have any left. So let's count and see how many times did we subtract 2. We subtracted it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. I subtracted 2 6 times to be able to say, okay, all my tacos are gone. Let's see how many groups of 2 we made. We made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 groups of tacos. So let's take a look at the connection here. We have our 6 groups of tacos, which means we also subtracted 2 6 different times. So here's where we think about division. Division, we talked about in the last video, has to do with equal groups, right? It has to do with equal groups. So how many equal groups do I have, right? I had originally 12 tacos. Let's write down our division equation. I started with 12. Remember, we always write our initial number first, our total number first in a division sentence. So I started with 12. The division symbol, let's draw that. It's a little bar with 2 little dots, one on top, one on the bottom. Okay. And how many tacos were I giving away? I was giving away 2 tacos to each friend. So we'll do 12 divided by 2 equals, well, how many friends ended up getting tacos? 6. So 12 divided by 2 equals 6. We have our picture, we have our repeated subtraction where we took away 2, took away 2, took away 2 until we were left with none. And we turned that into our division problem, which would be 12 total tacos divided by 2 tacos each equals 6 friends who get tacos. All right, let's take a look at some more examples with repeated subtraction and connecting it to division. So let's scroll on over here. Let me zoom in just a little bit. And let's take a look at number 4. Number 4 says that Ruth picks 14 apples. She places 7 apples in each bag. How many bags does Ruth have? Read it one time? Awesome. Let's go back into the problem and read it again. Ruth picks 14 apples. I'm underlining that. This is my total. She places 7 apples in each bag. How many bags does Ruth have? So we have a total of 14 apples. That is our total. Now we talked about analyzing word problems in a few videos ago, especially in the last video. This word each right here is very important. I teach this to my 4th graders all the time, and I want you guys to be let in on this trick as well. So when you see the word each in a word problem, your mind should automatically go to multiplication or division, okay? Because when you see that word each, it's meaning that we're going to be either creating equal groups or we're going to be trying to figure out our total with equal groups. So my question for you is, do we have a total number of apples here? Thumbs up or thumbs down? I should see some thumbs up. We do have a total number of apples. We have 14 total apples. It says it in the problem. So when we have a total and you see the word each, we are going to be dividing. When we are dividing, we make smaller numbers, like we break apart numbers. When we're multiplying, we make numbers bigger, right? So that wouldn't really make sense if I'm thinking about this to be multiplying 14 times 7 because I already know how many total apples she has, and she has 14, so I'm going to draw those for you. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Those are my 14 apples. And it says she places 7 apples in each bag. So we need to draw a bag around 7 of these apples. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This would be one bag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This would be my second bag, right? So if I started with 14 apples and I bagged 7 of them, I would do 14 minus 7 to figure out how many do I have left to bag. So I bagged 7 of them. 14 minus 7, what is 14 minus 7? Show me with your fingers, shout it out to me. 14 minus 7 is 7. All right, perfect. So those are my first 7 apples that were bagged. Now, using repeated subtraction, I have 7 left. I need to put those next 7 into a bag. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We would take those, put it in a bag. So I would have started with 7. I bagged 7. So 7 minus 7 is 0. Once I reach the 0 point, I'm done. I've created my equal groups. How many groups of apples do I have? I have 2 groups of apples, right? I have 2 groups of apples. Awesome. So originally I had 14. I put them into groups of 7. So our division sentence would start with our total. Remember, our division sentences always start with our total. 14 divided by, how many apples were I putting in each bag? 7. How many bags did I end up having? That is my question. Let's go back up to the problem. How many bags does Ruth have? Ruth has 2 bags. 14 divided by 7 gave us 2. We used repeated subtraction to be able to figure out this problem. We started with 14. We grouped 7 of them, so we did 14 minus 7. Then we had 7 left, so we grouped 7 more, and we were left with 0. Very great job. All right, let's look at number 5, and then I'm going to encourage you to try 6 and 7 on your own. So number 5 says the wagons on the farm have 4 wheels each. There are 12 wheels. How many wagons are on the farm? So let's go back in. The wagons on the farm have 4 wheels each. Oh, there's that keyword each that always means either multiplication or division. There are 12 wheels. Oh, here's my total. So if I see the word each and I have a total, that means I'm going to be dividing. How many wagons are on the farm? That's our question. How many wagons are on the farm? All right, so let's start with our total. Our total is 12. It says there's 12 wheels. So let's start with 12. Each wagon has 4 wheels. So our goal is to figure out how many wagons there are, right? So if I start with 12 wheels, I'm going to do repeated subtraction. I'm going to take away 4 wheels. 12 minus 4. What is 12 minus 4? 12 minus 4 is 8. So let's fill that in. 12 minus 4 is 8. So this is telling me that the first wagon has 4 wheels. Okay, I still have 8 wheels left. So let's subtract 4 more. Let's do 8 minus 4 more. Because remember, we're subtracting 4 until we do not have anything left. 8 minus 4 is 4. Very good job. Okay, so that's my second wagon, but now I have 4 wheels left. Let's subtract 4 again. 4 minus 4 is 0. 0. So once I hit that 0 mark, I'm done. All right, let's go back in the problem and see how many times we subtracted 4. We subtracted it once, twice, 3 times, which means there are going to be 3 wagons. That's going to mean there's 3 wagons. If I started with 12 wheels, let me draw the 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We were making groups of 4, which is what we just did with repeated subtraction. So here's our first group, our second group, and our third group. So 3 wagons would be our total. Now, what would be our division sentence? Remember, when we're writing a division sentence, we start with our total. Our total is 12. 12 wheels is our total, so let's fill in 12 divided by how many wheels were on each wagon. What did we keep subtracting? We kept subtracting 4. There were 4 wheels on each wagon. And so 12 divided by 4 is 3. Very good job, guys. There are 3 wagons total. Awesome, awesome. All right, now I encourage you all to go ahead and try number 6 and number 7 on your own. And I have a little trick to remind you of. Remember that multiplication and division are what we call inverse operations. That means that the opposite of multiplication is division, and the opposite of division is multiplication. So if you're doing number 6 and 7 and you're curious to see if your division sentence is right, check it with multiplication, right? So if we go back to number 4, 14 divided by 7 equals 2. I could also think to myself, what would be the opposite of that? What would be the multiplication sentence for that fact family? I could think about 7 times 2 equals 14, or 2 times 7 equals 14. That connects to our division sentence, right? Same thing with number 5. We have 12 divided by 4 equals 3. Well, what do you multiply by 4 to get 12? 4 times 3 equals 12, or 3 times 4 equals 12. So they kind of connect. So you can always check your division facts with your multiplication facts. All right, guys, go ahead with 6 and 7. Do your best, try your best, and I'll see you soon.